football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see, a squad that's looking to put on a show here today, taking on a group that has a lot to prove here today. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
A gain makes it second and medium. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
After that incompletion, the offense will get set to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught on the outside. It's Smith. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw it again. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. From the shotgun, drops back, makes a quick catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They're going to run it here. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed, but it does bring up a fourth down here.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. They'll try the option play here. Nowhere to run up the middle. Here's the second down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
First down here for this offense. Here's the option play. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Send the back in motion, and the fullback takes a turn running the football. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. They're going to run the option. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. This is the 6th play on the drive. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. Fights through a tackle. And he's brought down after a short gain. He does not make the 1st down yardage. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will tie the game here.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 10-3 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense comes out to start this drive. It's an option look. QB decides to keep it here. Pitch play to the back. Gets past the tackler into open space now. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
We'll try to run it with the option. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Second down play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Can be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Makes the grab. It's Moore.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And they'll set up with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They're going to run it. A quick juke. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they get the second half started with a running play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And now the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And this one will be fair caught. And the offense trots back onto the field here. The big fullback's got it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
They'll try the option play here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Hey, when in doubt, you keep the ball in the hands of this quarterback because he knows what he needs to do to get that 1st down.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. Here's the option play. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They'll run the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The sure hands. It's Moore. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. The offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's an option look. And that run produces a decent gain. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. We'll try to run it with the option. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a 1st down.
They'll try the option play here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's got it right near the end zone. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
A completion sets up a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to throw again. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Fresh set of down the offense, first down. Quarterback drops back. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. A sack in the play, could not escape the pass rush. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down. It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's that defense shifting again. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Physical run earns the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Back in motion now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed to the run perfectly.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They feed the fullback this time. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call doesn't work. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.